Hey there, welcome to my channel, The Sewing Parlor. My name is Jacqueline and today I have for you a pattern haul for Vogue and Butterick patterns that I picked up about 2 weeks ago. Vogue and Butterick patterns will be going on sale this upcoming week at Joann's, February 3rd through the 5th. And thanks to Rochelle from Rochelle Handmade Designs and Lindsay from Inside the Hem, they both pointed out the sale. The in the flyer and online, the description for where the sale is, the print is like microscopic. So thanks to them for pointing out that there'll be a future sale for both Vogue and Butterick at Joann's. So today is really cold out, and so I have on my latest make, that I made last month, and it is McCall's 7874, and I did view B with an extension of view C cuffs. Just wanted a little bit more length than what the model has going on. I also have more details on my experience with this make on my Instagram. It's the same handle as this channel. It's at The Sewing Parlor. So go ahead and check that out if you want more details on this make. So sit back and relax. Grab yourself something to drink. Today I have some hot tea since it's so cold out in my pretty chipped cup. I have peach and a little bit of hibiscus passion going on. It's super good, just a little blend of two teas together. But I am a huge foodie and drink connoisseur kind of person. So comment down below on what your favorite drinks to relax to are. And hopefully that will get you in the mood for this pattern haul. So I did pick up two patterns that were not Vogue or Butterick when I went to Joann's. Well, one I got at Joann's, the other one I ordered from Fabric Mart Fabrics, and that one is the Ogden cami. This one is from the independent company True Bias, and I figured since everyone's been raving about this cami, then I figured it's something that I had to have as well. So I'm excited to get this made up and put in my wardrobe as well. I also picked up New Look 6708. This one is super easy and it only has two views, just with the difference in length of the sleeve. But I really enjoyed the look of the gathered raglan sleeve. I thought that was interesting. And again, it's something super easy. This one calls for batiks, chambray, cotton lawns, cotton blends, crepe de chine, double gauze, linen blends, poplin shirting. So anything and everything you have that would be a good breathable fabric for a nice spring top. First up, we have Butterick 6663. This one has a center front seam going down to a pointed hemline on all four views. And the two that caught my eye is both views B and C, just because of the flounce on the sleeve. I really am drawn to that detail. Also, there's the two necklines, V-neck, and I'm not really sure what kind of neckline that is. But one of my goals from moving forward with getting certain patterns is I want to move forward with different necklines, because I've been doing V-necks and crew necks and scoop necks for the longest time. So I just kind of want to switch things up and see what else looks good on me. So I think when I do get around to this pattern, I really want to do view B right here. It is a semi-fitted garment. It calls for cotton blends, challis, crepe, double georgette, and I just think this will be a really sweet and easy make. It's categorized as easy, so that is also a plus. Up next, we have Butterick 6733, and again with the different variations of neckline. This one is more of a sweetheart neckline. I do enjoy all three variations of the sleeves going on. I love the little tie detail on the edge there. Also on view A, here you can kind of see it better on the line drawings, but it has an extra band at the top as opposed to the other two, and I love that as well. This one calls for cotton blends, lightweight linens, rayon, broadcloth, and it's also categorized as an easy beginner-friendly pattern. Moving on, we have Butterick 6518. Again, with a different neckline. This is a square neckline. I know that the square necklines have been very popular the past year, and I've never, I don't know if it's just because I've never been drawn to them before, but I don't think I've ever worn anything with a square neckline before, so I also wanted to see how that would look on me. The view I like the best is actually view D. Although I would probably, just because of the ruffle here, I really like that. But as far as the flounce of the sleeve, that's a little bit too much fabric for me. I don't want that swinging around all the time. I work with my hands a lot. I chase after children all day long. So for my lifestyle, I would probably choose sleeves from views A and B. Um, but yeah, this is another easy make. This calls for, let's see, where you at? Crepe de chine, challis, charmeuse, georgette, and cotton blend. So this is definitely going to be more the lighter fabric, something more flowy, something with a little bit of drape even. So I'm excited to make this and see how square necklines work out. And up next we have Butterick 6738. This one is a lifestyle wardrobe, pretty thick package. What drew me to this one was actually the tweed jacket. It comes with the matching skirt. Of course, you can make it out of whatever material you like. However, I really like the tweed aspect to it. Also, the dress that she's wearing here is super cute. You could see it a little bit better in the line drawing there. But I like how it has a cinched waist and almost like a dropped waist hemline with the flounce of the skirt. And I just think that would be super flattering. And I think how she wears it with the jacket is how I would wear this pattern. So this one's categorized as an average, and this one calls for loosely woven fabrics only, tweed, linen, lightweight canvas. It's a pretty thick package. There's 24 pieces in for all of the looks given within this pattern. Alright, so I know that we all have pretty much a shirt dress in all of our pattern stashes. However, this one looked, I picked this one because of the hemline was different than the other shirt dresses I have. This is another lifestyle pattern. However, the shirt and the shirt dress is what I would probably make out of this. I really do like the difference of the hemline for this shirt dress as opposed to other shirt dresses I have in my stash. The hem is kind of rounded off on the side up into a slit. It's high-low, so the front is shorter than the back, and the same kind of roundedness here. You can probably see better on the illustration. But the pocket is rounded off on the corners, and most of the shirt dresses I have in my stash, they're just squared or they kind of the V-shape bottom to it. So that's what I like about this shirt dress pattern as opposed to some of the other shirt dress patterns I have in my stash. And also with the shirt, it's a peplum style shirt, but it has a little bit of a wrap to go with it to tie at the waist, and I thought that was pretty cool. So those would be the two looks that I would make out of this pattern. This is rated as easy. And then the fabrics it calls for are linen, crepe, cotton blend, challis, rayon, and sateen. It does call for 14 buttons, which that's a little daunting. I think that's more buttons that I've ever put on a garment. So that'll be interesting to get through. Last Butterick pattern I picked up is 6215. And the only one that I think that I would make out of this, it would be, let's see, view A, the one that she's wearing, just because on the pattern it described it as, let's see, the wrong side shows. And I really like how the model is wearing, it's either a Swiss dot, well, she's wearing a Swiss dot, but I can make it out of Swiss dot or an eyelet. I think that would be really pretty. And this will be nice for the last trimester for myself. Also, the pockets on views B and D are kind of a little bit scary to me. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm sure other people have made this up and it looks just fine. But view A is what I would make out of this. And it does call for linens, challis, gauze, chambray, and eyelet. And this is rated very easy, so that's something I can whip up in a weekend. All right, so the first of the Vogues that I picked up, this one is 9227, and these are just some simple long sleeve tops. I think this will be good for the end of winter, early spring. They have three different hemlines, again with the curved hemline. The thing that I love most about this is just the details of the patterns by the neckline. Both views B and C have it on both sides of the neckline. And then A is interesting because it has a tiny collar and just the buttons going down on one side. And this one calls for cotton spandex, rayon spandex, and polyester spandex. And it's also rated easy. So I got a bunch of easy patterns. Yay for me. So something super simple that I could easily whip up pretty quick and add to my wardrobe. Okay, so the next one is a little bit of a stretch for what I have planned for it. This is Vogue 9340. I'm fairly short, so the view A will probably still be a good size on me. I had an urge to make a raincoat this year. Although since I picked up this pattern about 2 weeks ago, I've seen several other raincoat patterns specifically, designed for it to be a raincoat, and I kind of like those better. But we'll see how this goes. This one, this one calls for lightweight woolens, pontinet, and flannel. And of course, those are not the fabrics that I would use for this pattern. But I thought this will make a great raincoat because it calls for snap closures. It's voluminous, and it has a hood. So I just thought that would be super cute as a raincoat. But like I said, we'll test it out and see how this pattern actually works with different fabrics. And last up, I have Vogue 1714. This one is a Peplum moto style jacket. This one calls for, let's see, denim, gabardine, synthetic leather. Again, I want to make things hard on myself and put it in make it in a fabric that it does not call for. I actually have the fabric right here, but I thought that this one is a performance knit, and I just think this fabric top stitched into a peplum would be super cute. Of course, I would still use the lining that it calls for, probably a silk or sateen or a satin. But I really love the asymmetrical zip that it has going on, and I've been drawn to, of course, the peplum style. This one is a true peplum, and then this one, let's see, view B is a high-low hem. And this one is also rated average, so not too difficult to sew up. The notions are 1 24-inch dual separating zipper, cut to fit, and 1 pair of shoulder pads. So I also have never sewn with shoulder pads before, so that'll be interesting. I don't know if I'll like the look of that since I have kind of squared off, I consider my shoulders to be kind of broad, so we'll see how that looks, but I might just end up taking out the shoulder pads. We'll see. So thank you for joining me today. Again, my name is Jacqueline, and if you like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you know when I upload next. I have a fabric haul I have planned coming up, so stay tuned for that. And until I sew again, bye-bye. Pattern tail. Oh, I'm drooling. Something super simple and something. This is Jacqueline. They just said, oh, it's a high-low. Interesting. Another interesting aspect is, okay, first out of the Butterick patterns, I'm particularly this one has a center front seam going down the center front below. This also has that, and I do enjoy the difference in the what's it called? This one is definitely suitable for me and what's going on with me. Plus, it's a fast and easy, which should be something I could sew on the fly. When Joann's was having the Butterick and Vogue sale, it's tea. Ugh. This is peach and hibiscus. I think the brands were Tazo and what's the other one? With the bear on it. They're Celestial.